So our journey with Mastek and Oracle so far. So out of the 7 modules, we have only implemented 1 completely. But based on that 1, I can tell you the implementation was amazing. The team dynamics were really good. This first module was the HCM module, and we saw really good relationships being built between the 2 teams. And as I said, having the presence in the city from time to time was really good. Also found that the seniors in Mastek have come over to see us very often, which does provide that level of trust and relationship even at the higher levels, and that's been really good. So across the board, relationships have been built really well. The integrations with our ERP system were tricky due to the nature of our system, and we just found that Mastek have come to the party to really help us work on those. We knew up front that would be tricky, but slowly but surely we saw that all fall in place. And yeah, it's getting to work really well, so that's good. The involvement across all levels, as I said, was really, really good, and I think that was one of the key success factors for where we are so far. We found the project management approach that Mastek followed was really good as well. We had regular weekly meetings and as required, and then also steering committee meetings. The teams had daily stand-ups when they were in the middle of the implementations. The HLA sessions were really intense and full on. Everyone was engaged, and the city, who was inexperienced at the time, was really pulled along and helped and trained and coached as required, so that was really good. And the change management was also really well managed. There were a couple of examples where the city required some change, and one that I can mention is because of COVID and just a lot of stress at the city in a time where skills are quite scarce. We had a certain time where our digital team was basically not existent. We had high turnover of staff, and we were trying to establish this team as a newly established team. And we just realized if we pushed ahead with the schedule as it was, we would not guarantee success going forward, and we would probably burn out some people internally. So we started discussions with Mastek and suggested that 2 of the modules be moved to a later stage. And we just spoke together, and we managed to move that to at least 6 to 8 months later, so that we can actually ensure good success. And yeah, I have high compliments for Mastek, who stepped in and assured with us that we get the success by moving it to later, and that was all done at no cost. So they were very accommodating with it. The outcome is that we could actually get the organization to settle a bit better. People saw that we had their best interest at heart and did not want to burn them out. And I do believe we are now ready to, as we implement the other modules, to also implement that one a little bit later and ensure 100% success with that as well. So that's been really good. Some lessons learned I can touch on as well. I believe the steering committee meetings were very beneficial. We had all levels of both organizations involved in those. Where third-party modules were implemented, we had those stakeholders involved as well. And that was really good. It was driven well by the Mastek project manager. And once again, the relationships that were formed during those meetings were also good. And we had really honest and robust discussions. When there were things that were niggling, we addressed those there and then we could all move on. So that was great. So we also learned that on our end with HCM, as we were still establishing the functions of project management, change management, risk management on the city's end, we were not quite ready for HCM. So we did not have a proper project management approach by our end. We completely relied on Mastek's approach to project management, which I believe in terms of learning, the city has learned the importance of good project management. Fortunately, during that time, we had our project management framework and a team established, so we do have a PMO now. And with the second module, which we are implementing at the moment, which is CX, we're applying those project management principles And we can already see on our end that nothing's changed necessarily on the Mastek end, but on our end, because we now understand project management, we apply the skills and the techniques, we are much more on the front foot and much more settled than we were with HCM. So that was a really good learning. And then we also learned with HCM that on our end, more upfront preparation and lead time was required, just because of our probably inexperience of what these big transformation projects involved. So with HCM, we were quite reactive, and we got the templates from Mastek on a basis as they were required. Where with CX, we actually asked for these and for initial discussions up to 2 months before kickoff of the module starting to be addressed. And that helped us internally to prepare better, to be more on the front foot, to be more proactive. And that has resulted in the team to be way more relaxed and excited about the project and not as reactive as we were with HCM. So most of the learnings, I guess, were probably internally for us. And we also have definitely, as a team internally, agreed that getting to know the consultants has been really beneficial. Having them on site, the teams would do outings, take them out for lunch, take them out for drinks, do outings with them. And that's been super beneficial for all of us. As I said before, with any change with regards to the project between the teams, us, Mastek, Oracle, Orion, we have found that the approach that Mastek followed with change, especially where they could see the benefit for us as a city and for our people and for making this a success, we felt Mastek has been awesome with that. They've been very accommodating and very supportive of change, even in cases where perhaps it wasn't to their best advantage, but only to our best advantage. So we really appreciate that.